Hey guys, it's Sam Fleming, owner of Fleming Roofing and Restoration here in Huntsville, Alabama. Uh, I've noticed over the years, every time you see a roofing company, their motto is, or somewhere in their company webpage, it says insurance experts, and I'm sure ours says that too. But what does it really mean to be an insurance expert? I can speak personally. I've got 10 years experience working as an adjuster for multiple companies. Worked all over the country as a catastrophe rep. I worked as a third party adjuster. Worked direct for company adjusters. I've been using Xactimate since 2006. So yeah, my last title as an insurance adjuster was large loss team manager in training. But yes, I have quite a bit of experience as an adjuster. Um, Most people that know my history with an insurance company assume two things. Both are wrong. One is that I strictly want insurance business. Never even really think about it. It is kind of nice when the insurance pays for your roof and all you have to do is pay your deductible and you get a brand new roof and you're only out maybe $1,000 or something. That's great. Everybody loves that. I love that. The second thing they assume is that I love to hit the insurance company with supplements after the job is done. And what a supplement is when a roofing company or a contractor goes back to the insurance company after the job is done and says, hey, you missed X, Y, and Z, and you owe X amount more dollars. And most of the time they do that, it's not because they missed X, Y, and Z. It's they just want to see if they can put a couple cherries on top of the ice cream. I don't do that either. I believe that's fraud and unethical. Sometimes the insurance company does miss something like a few squares or something like drip edge is code now. A lot of insurance companies don't put that on their estimate when they pay for your roof, but they know that it's going to be coming on the back end because it is code and that's a different coverage thing altogether. So uh, a lot of roofing companies don't pay their salesmen anything unless they sell a roof. And when we started this company, we did not want that model. I don't like that model. I don't want someone with very limited experience in roofing and or insurance knocking on one of my customers' doors and telling them, hey, you've got damage to your roof. Well, I know you can't see it from the ground, but there was hail in this area and you should let me up there and check it out. And I don't know that they've ever come off that roof and not found damage that you need to be worried about, and you need to file a claim. And sometimes they get lucky. Having an adjuster come out to your home and filing a claim, no one can ever guarantee that result unless you have just very obvious damage, and you have to have a new roof. Hail damage is not usually something you can see from the ground. And most of the times, in all honesty, what gets paid by insurance for hail damage is just an old roof. And, I'm not saying I send back the checks when a customer gets paid for something that wasn't hail damage. I'm just telling you that probably 80% of all hail claims are not actually hail. So it's just a little insider information. But, you know, do you go with the guy who doesn't want to write you an estimate, who knocked on your door and noticed hail damage from the ground that's nearly impossible to see, especially if it's mild hail damage or light hail damage, or maybe it's really not hail damage at all? I would say no. I would say no. That is a big expense, and your roof is your first line of defense from water. They say every building has 5 walls, 4 outside walls and 1 wall as the roof. And that fifth wall is very, very important. So I would not trust just anyone's opinion when it comes to hail damage. Sometimes, a free roof does sound very enticing, and they may have been the first person to notice it. But call your insurance agent or ask someone you know for a recommendation. Call us and let us give you our opinion. If you really need a roof, maybe it's worth filing a claim to see if they approve it or not. But let us give you an honest answer. The decision's always up to you whether or not you want to file the claim with your insurance. But a lot of people don't understand that once you start getting, you file a claim and say there's no damage. Now that goes on your record and it shouldn't really count against you and it probably won't. But say 3 months later you have a water burst and you have to file a water claim for inside your house. Then you got 2 claims within a year. And they may start looking at raising your rates. You might be considered a underwriting risk. So I just think unless you really know you have damage or you really have damage, why roll the dice so a guy that doesn't get a weekly salary for being employed can get a commission off of your roof? That's my 2 cents on the matter. I hope it helps. I hope it gives you some perspective on the roofing industry and how these things work. And if you got any questions, just hit me up at sam@fleminghsv.com. I'd love to answer them for you and have a great day. Thanks.